to go for the timing rules first. And it's going to be an icebreaker for the first one. It'll be 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay. Right. So the first 3 are actually all 5 to 7 minutes. So may I give the time for all 3 at once?
Actually, yes, absolutely. Let's do
All
that.
right. So can everybody see the timing device?
Yes.
5 minutes the green light will go on, 6 minutes the amber, 7 minutes the red, 7 minutes and 30 seconds the red buzzer.
The red didn't go on.
The red didn't go on? No.
No, nothing's going on.
Just like
Okay.
bulb screws in
The front.
This,
No, in the front. Just the bulbs themselves.
that
so you
one.
have to turn it on.
It's quite
Turn
tight.
it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. Thank you. Something. This machine lacks resplendence.
Bake sale? It's not time for announcements. Something to raise funds.
Time machine.
I'm sure that can go into Paul's house as one of them.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, well, we will put that into consideration. Thank you. All right. The first speaker is the icebreaker. And as you know, the objective is to begin speaking before the audience to discover speaking skills you already have and skill that you need attention. So, as I said, 5 to 7 minutes. The next speaker is Yvonne Ramirez, giving her icebreaker speech. She remembers her life as always being a challenge. Once something was accomplished, the next step becomes more difficult. Now she has discovered it's been a seeking game all along. The challenges are what pushed her to search, read, discover, and grow. They have pushed her to keep learning and continue striving for simpler answers to the most difficult questions. The search is a quest to find answer to heal her body, mind, and spirit, and the ability to access and facilitate the body's own natural healing power. I'd like to introduce Yvonne. Please welcome Yvonne for the speech titled, Because of Pain, We Understand Relief. Because of pain, we understand relief. Yvonne.
Good morning, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome no guests today. I remember being 9 years old, playing with my dolls with my little doctor's kit, saying when I grow up, I want to be a doctor. I want to do something to help others. I started high school, and that was the first time I experienced my broken ankle, and I ended up in physical therapy. In physical therapy, I found a place that I can see myself working in the future because it reminded me of the gym. I love to work out. That's a big part of what I do, and also help people. So I found an interest in physical therapy and went forward with it. I started college, and in college, I had my first encounter with a client that changed my perception to life and physical therapy. I went up to him. He was laying on the table waiting for me to treat him. I go up to him and I said, "Hi, my name is Yvonne." Giddy, happy, excited, starting my career. No response from him. His mom tells me he doesn't speak. He had an accident when he was very young, and since then he became in this vegetative state. He can't move, he doesn't do anything. I went home that night and I cried and thought to myself, is this real? Is this human? Is this possible? Can I really help someone that's at that state? Something inside of me started to flow. And I hear this voice in my head saying, this is a challenge that you need to take. This person needs you. All of a sudden, that energy started to convert to excitement. I was interested in becoming very familiar with what this neurological case was about, what this person had suffered, and how to help him. So off to graduate school I go, excited to learn about different techniques that I can use to really help individuals at that level. I started asking questions in graduate school. The answers weren't answered for me. I continued and continued, and my professor said, Yvonne, go ahead and refer to the book. That's where you're going to find the answers to what you're looking for. I did it. As I continued graduate school, I continued having a lot of pain in my body. I didn't know what it was tied into until later on when I came across this brochure. This brochure after graduate school stated, Mind and Body, Myofascial Release, John Barnes. I said, this is it. This is my answer to what I've been looking for. So I signed up. I went to Sedona, Arizona. And I remember the first day of class, John Barnes being on stage. And he said, anybody from the audience want to come up and be a participant in this myofascial release? I raised my hand, I went up on stage, and I remember John putting his hands on me. He put his hands on my diaphragm and my mid-back. I felt a tremendous force of energy through my entire body. My body started to unwind, it started to relax. I haven't felt that feeling in a very, very long time. That injury that happened to me back in high school when I broke my ankle led to a lot of compensations in my body. Because I wanted to get out there and play basketball. I didn't care if my foot hurt. No pain, no gain, right? That was a theory back then. That wasn't the case. My knee started hurting, my ankle started hurting, my low back started hurting. Everything started to transfer up in my body. With that came a lot of anxiety. With that, graduate school, the stress of life, personal experiences. And that night after I had the treatment with John Barnes, I started to cry. My body felt so good after that. It felt like that corset that we wear, or for males, the string jacket. It felt like that was being released. It felt so good, and I felt so at ease with my body. I said, this is it. This is the answer to physical therapy. I'm going to start practicing myofascial release. I became certified, and I had great results with my patients with this. But there was still something missing. There was still something that didn't sit well with me. I continued my seek, and I came across Cliff Matsuno in Culver City. He's also a physical therapist. I remember sending him several emails, text messages, no response from him. I was very persistent until I guess he figured that I wasn't going to stop, so he agreed for me to come in and volunteer with him. He said, come on in and let's see what you know. So he was testing my ability to present what I knew as a physical therapist, but on a bigger level, he was testing my ability to see if I was a candidate to learn the stuff that he's teaching me. He integrates both Eastern and Western medicine, but there's more to it. It's not, physical therapy, it's not just about fixing a broken bone, gaining some range of motion, gaining strength. That's what a lot of people think. That's what I used to think when I first got introduced to physical therapy. It's not about the myofascial release and the emotional release that the body gets, but it's more than that. It's the behavior also. It's combining both the perception of someone, the structure, and the perception. When those three line up, the body starts to take on its natural healing power. But the person has to be ready. And the person that's facilitating all this needs to understand on a whole different level that the body can do that. It's about believing. It's about life and how you live it. It's about every action that you do really takes you on to the next level of what your purpose is to live, at least to me, in this lifetime.